At our air traffic controller, Logan McCubbin, ready up in the flag stand. Batten down the hatches and hold on tight, race fans. This is war. Looking for green out of 4. Green flag flies, and we're side by side down the front straightaway. Garrett Aitken on the high side. Mario Klauser on the inside. High side, gonna have it down the back straightaway, but Klauser not going away. Gonna try to pull wheel to wheel, entering into turns number 3 and 4. Aitken riding that high line to the middle of the track. He's gonna lead lap number 1 of the 10th annual Jesse Hockett-McMillin Memorial.
Well, Garrett Aitken, who has been dominant up front as the car takes.
He's going to be on the gas heavy right at the exit of turn number 4 as the green flag waves back underway. Green flag racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Garrett Aitken taking it to the top shelf into turns number 1 and 2. Mario Klauser middle of the racing surface, and up to third, car number 24X, Casey Schumann. He's got company, the 11W Wyatt Burke slinging it up on the high side. Garrett Aitken maintaining the point.
Well, Schumann having a great run this weekend as well. You see him there down on the low side in that silver machine. Finished second on night 2. Doesn't really race a lot. He's focusing more on his son's career, but he did win this event back in 2014, and he is your 2015 World Champion.
32, Garrett Aitken at the point. 6 of Mario Klauser sitting second. The 11W of Wyatt Birch running in the podium position as the 24X of Casey Schumann back to 4th. Rounding out the top 5, car number 31 of Joe B. Miller, kind of catfishing around the inside in turns number 3 and 4. But 1 and 2, he again takes it top shelf as we have one car kind of sitting on the exit of turn number 2. He's going to let it drift down into the exit of the racetrack. We stay green, and it's still 32 of Aitken, 6 of Klauser, and 11W of Wyatt Birch, your top 3.
Luckily, that ramp that goes down into the pit has enough grade on it to where he's able to actually keep it rolling and get back into the pit area. You mentioned the Miller car. There you see him there in your screen. The pilot of the number 31 has had a good and busy weekend. And of course, we mentioned there are 2 series going on. He was pulling double duty, driving in both events.
As we may be dealing with lap traffic here momentarily, we have a bunch of cars getting together over in turns number 2. 54, a Trey Gropp sitting cross-threaded. Coming to green out of 4. Garrett Aitken on the go pedal in a hurry down the front straightaway. Going to stretch it out to about a 2-car lead as we go into turns number 1 and 2. Aitken, Klauser, Burks, and Schumann all running that high side. The only one real tipping down, the 31, Joe B. Miller. And here comes the 5C of Colton Cottle down to the inside of the 37 of Brian Beebe. New top 5 competitor, as not quite yet. He's sitting 6th. Everybody's still chasing the 32 of Garrett Aitken.
And Aitken starts to pull away. You see the battle for first right there as it is starting to stretch itself out. Between first and second, they're all the choo-choo train going down the front stretch as one car makes a nosedive into the infield area, and there is Klauser again trying to make it 3 in a row. You wondered how long his luck would last here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. He has been dialed in 2 straight nights, started on the point, but so far it has been all Garrett Aitken as he's made the right adjustments. He's kept up with the track, and he continues to pull away.
Garrett Aitken up front off turn number 4 as a couple cars going down into the infield. That's the 5D Zach Dahm in the infield, car number 24. Landon Simon also going into the infield. So 10 laps in the books as we go into turns 3 and 4. Garrett Aitken up front as he's going to have a big push right on the exit of turn number 2. Opens up the door for car number 6, Mario Klauser. Klauser taking the lead on lap number 11 as Aitken back to second. The 11W Wyatt Birch right there in the number 3 spot. He's going to look to the inside in turns number 3 and 4, but it's going to be Klauser, Aitken, Burks, Schumann, and almost up to the top 5. Car number 5C, Colton Cottle right behind the 31 of Joe B. Miller.
Boy, it did not take Klauser long at all. Once he got past Aitken, he has stretched it out to over a second advantage so far. And now Aitken's got company from back behind is Wyatt Burks, 5th in the point standings. He's got 6 total war wins to his credit. Still looking for win number 1, but now he has to get around Aitken just to get to second.
Slide job city through turns number 3 and 4 as Wyatt Burks way up the track, wheelie down the front straightaway. Garrett Aitken gonna get by, and here comes Casey Schumann. Casey Schumann with his own slide job as the 11W Wyatt Burke's gonna cross him back over down the back straightaway. Going out of turn number 4, our leader up into the wall on the exit of turn number 4. 4. Cross flags at the flag stand halfway through as Mario Klauser up the racing surface. His right rear is going down or shaking or something kind of vibration on the 6 of Klauser as the 32 of Aitken taking our lead down the back straightaway. New leader at the line.
You know, the off-road course is to the southeast of here at Lucas Oil Speedway Complex, but both those top cars in Aitken and Klauser went off-road over in turns 3 and 4. Huge vibration. You can see it there on the back end of Klauser. He is still able to keep up speed, holding on to that second spot. You just wonder how much longer he can hang on to it as Burks is starting to bear down on it.
It looks like a wheel full of mud for that car number 6 of Mario Klauser, losing another position down the back straightaway as the 11W of Wyatt Burke's going to get around him as caution flag coming out onto the racetrack. Throughout the field set, Klauser unable to make the call. We're coming back to green flag racing off turn number 4. Garrett Aitken leading the way. Wyatt Burke's right there in second. The 24X Casey Schumann rounding out the podium. Here comes the 5C Colton Cottle. Cottle started all the way back inside row 8, and he's battling for the podium position on the high side of the 24X of Casey Schumann.
I have been so impressed with Colton Cottle over these 3 days. Again, Thursday it did not work out for him with the changes he made. He went back to the book, made all of the adjustments tonight, and I asked him before the race, what do you have to do tonight? And he says, just keep up with the track. Make sure I'm ready whenever it comes feature time, and he has cruised through the field.
19 laps in the books, this time by top 3 drivers kind of separating themselves from the field. 32, Garrett Aitken, the 11W of Wyatt Burks, and the 5C of Colton Cottle. Casey Schumann still running in that 4 spot, as right behind him the 31 of Joe B. Miller, and creeping up through the field the 28 Corey Schutte throwing his name into the mix. And right behind him, the 16 of Nicholson and the 12 of Smith, 33M of Westfall, 77M of R.J. Johnson, rounding out the top 10.
Great side-by-side action there as they exit turn 4. That's Joe B. Miller starting to do the wheelie as Corey Schutte gets up into the action as well. He's going to go low side. Now, Miller had been working middle of the track. He's now going to go top shelf and try to follow the line of Schumann right in front of him to see what has been so magical with what he's been able to do.
Laps keep ticking away. 22 down, 8 to go. Our leader, the 32, Garrett Aitken, has about a 5-car length advantage over the 11W of Wyatt Burks, but Colton Cottle right there in his tire tracks coming down the front straightaway. It's still 32 of Aitken as the 5C Colton Cottle going to give a slide job in 1 and 2. The 11W of Burks crosses him back over. It's still Aitken at the point.
Yeah, that cushion kept him on the track over there in turn 2 as he bounced off of it. He's a good 2-car lengths behind him, 0.16 seconds if you want to be exact, as you see that ticker go up on the screen as he stays right with Burks. Battle for second and third, only a car length between the two.
Not a whole lot changing up front. Aitken, Burks, and Cottle, your top 3. The action, though, back behind our podium leaders. It's the 24X of Casey Schumann, 31 of Joe B. Miller, 28 of Corey Schutte, the 12 of Wesley Smith, as we got them battling for second and third. Slide job through 3 and off of 4, side by side. Colton Cottle now up to the second position.
There's your battle back deeper in the field. This is for 4th and 5th as Joe B. Miller now looks to the outside. 4 cars all get into the action to see if they can claim top 5s tonight.
Off of turn number 4 at the flag stand, 27 laps in the books, 3 to go here at Lucas Oil Speedway, dealing with lap traffic on the back straightaway with our leader, the 32, Garrett Aitken, the 5C, Colton Cottle, and the 11W, Wyatt Burks, way out in front of the rest of the pack.
Garrett Aitken was asking the racing gods all weekend long, what do I need to do to get in victory lane for a feature win? I can claim a qualifier. I can claim a heat race win. I can collect points. I just can't seal the deal. He's going to try to do it with just a couple laps left, 1 to be exact.
2 high point qualifier awards in a row. Can he claim the feature victory here tonight? He's through 1 and 2. He's down the back straightaway, cranking it sideways one last time, and off turn number 4, getting the big payday here tonight. Your feature winner, car number 32, Garrett Aitken. Second place to car number 5C, Colton Cottle. The 11W of Wyatt Burks rounding out the podium here tonight. Night number 3 of the 10th annual Jesse Hockett-McMillin Memorial.
our driver's way of thanking you for coming out to enjoy tonight's racing action here at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rise to your feet. It's time to make some noise because, ladies and gentlemen, in the Hockett-McMillin Memorial, this is the 3-wide Adrenaline Rush. This is the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series. Set. Back to side by side. Set to go green this time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 40 times around the Diamond of Dirt Tracks because, race fans, it's showtime in the Show Me State. Your field to the green in the Hockett-McMillin Memorial. Off into turns 1 and 2. They will bolt to the back straightaway. Advantage early will be to the M1 of Mark Smith. 15H of Sam Hafertepe Jr. in second. He's going to roll the bottom off of turn number 4. Brings it out to the middle. The 9 Junior Derek Hagar in pursuit in third. And it will be the 28 of Scott Boguski. He's going to look to the outside. Here comes Hafertepe now. He will roll up on that back bumper of the M1. So far, Mark Smith has been untouchable this weekend. Hafertepe has something to say about it, though. He continues to ride in that second spot, trailing by 0.4 of a second. Battle for the third spot. Boguski coming after the 9 Junior Derek Hagar. Hagar able to clear him on the outside. Boguski settles into fourth. The 47X of Dylan Westbrook running in fifth. He'll be challenged to the inside by the 14. That will be Jordan Mallett, not able to make the run. He'll settle back into the sixth spot. Justin Sanders in the 16. He runs in seventh. He and Aitken Jennington side by side to the back straightaway. Seth Bergman with Shane Stewart chasing them right now. Pair of battles rolling into turns 3 and 4 right now. That will be Sanders, Jennington, Bergman, and Stewart. All the way back to see who's going to end up in the 10th spot here, as they'll start to close into the 14 of Jordan Mallett. Meanwhile, Mark Smith, he'll bank her off of the cushion exiting turn number 4, but he is opening things up here. 2.375 seconds for the Sunbury, Pennsylvania driver. Hafertepe continuing to run in second. The 9 Junior Derek Hagar battle behind them. The 28 of Scott Boguski and the 47X of Dylan Westbrook. Westbrook able to get the advance. He puts the 28 of Boguski back to the 5th spot now. Jordan Mallett still running in 6th. Aitken Jennington in 7th. Battle behind him. The 16A of Justin Sanders with the 88 of Shane Stewart. Stewart working down to the inside of the 16. He will bolt to the back straightaway with the advantage. Continuing to run the low line of the speedway. As we check on your leader, he'll start to see the back of the field. 2.6 seconds. His advantage right now over Sam Hafertepe Jr. as Dylan Westbrook gets by for third. He will work around the 9 Junior machine. Hagar coming back after him, though, as we got problems on the front straight with the 21 of Miles Paulus rolling slow now. He'll take it down into the infield. Unfortunately, his night comes to an early close. As the green light stays on, Mark Smith, couple of laps away from having to try to tiptoe through the back markers here. Hafertepe trailing by 2.8 seconds. Mark Smith has been so good so far this weekend, but can he carry it out to the end of this one? He's about to come around to complete lap number 10. He'll have 30 laps remaining. Hafertepe, then Westbrook, his teammate, running in third. Hagar running in fourth. Boguski in fifth. Mallett in sixth. Jennington in seventh. Shane Stewart and Seth Bergman, a good battle right there as we've got one upside down here on the front straightaway. Single file between the cone and the wall here on the front straightaway as we go back to green. Sam Hafertepe Jr. tries the bottom on the lead. Not able to get it done. Those are 3 wide to be in the top 5. Now side by side for second. Here comes Dylan Westbrook. He will roll right by his teammate. Hafertepe trying to run back by him. Not able to do so. It'll be Westbrook up into second. Remember, last year Westbrook had a shot at the win. Hahn was leading. Slipped off of the bottom and made contact with the 47X. Now he's trying to go back after it here. Slides it up with a 15H. Hafertepe will roll back by him here. The 47X back down to the bottom. Westbrook will have Derek Hagar following him into turns 1 and 2. Hafertepe off of the cushion, able to gain the advantage. That battle, though, is going to again give Mark Smith a comfortable advantage. 1.473 seconds last time at the start-finish line. As one up over the cushion. keeps it rolling. That was Brandon Anderson, another one down into the pit area, not catching the car number on it before he vacated the racing surface. As we'll look back through the field here, Mark Smith again leading 1.213 seconds last time at the start-finish line. Off of the top and down to the bottom over in turns 3 and 4. Now in turns 1 and 2, much of the same. Hafertepe, meanwhile, he's going to rail the cushion for all he's got. He is starting to close in now. Does he have a shot? He's going to dive to the inside at turn number 3. The race for the lead. Here comes the slide jump. Hafertepe's going to take it away. Mark Smith down to his inside. Reclaims the race lead. Mark Smith back to the top spot. Goes to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Hafertepe up to the top. He's got the run to the back straightaway. Hafertepe to the lead, but the caution lights are on. Back to green, single file between the cone and the retaining wall. 14 laps in of 40. Your field off of turn number 4 to the green. And just like that, Mark Smith going to report to the cushion over in turns 1 and 2. Sam Hafertepe chasing to the back straightaway. Dylan Westbrook in tow with Derek Hagar right there. Now Hafertepe down to the bottom into turn 3. Slides it across turn number 4. Mark Smith going to beat him to the punch as they make their way around to the front straightaway. Up on the cushion we go. Derek Hagar, the first driver to break rank, down to the bottom. He has got the drive. He's going to get by the 47X of Dylan Westbrook. Keep your eye on the 9 Junior. He might have found something here. He's going to start to diamond the racetrack. Run a little bit of an I-30 groove. Entering to the top and then turning it down to the bottom. And he has got that wing hiked up in the back. Trying to put as much downforce on those rear tires as possible. Right now, it's working for him. He's going to go after the 15H of Sam Hafertepe Jr. down around the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Hafertepe, though, has got the momentum built up. He's going to hold off the 9 Junior. Hagar entering to the middle and then turning it down the racetrack. So far, not able to get the run he needs to get up to the 15H. In fact, losing some ground now as we've got one slow here on the front straightaway. That's Seth Bergman in the 23. As your field off of turn number 4 returns to green. Derek Hagar on the restart, going to work to the bottom of Sam Hafertepe Jr. The battle for second, works to the back straightaway, side by side into turns 3 and 4. Hagar back down to the bottom. Hafertepe getting it wound up on the cushion. Advantage will be to the 15H as they work to the front straightaway. Now Hafertepe goes after Mark Smith into turns 1 and 2. Tries to take it across the racetrack. Not enough momentum. Mark Smith going to clear him as they hit the back straightaway. Smith back to the cushion in 3 and 4. Hafertepe in tow. Hagar still lurking to his inside. It will be Derek Hagar now with the advantage. Derek Hagar up into second. Enters about 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Then turns it down to the bottom. He'll keep the 15H at bay for the time being. Does the same thing in turns 3 and 4. Trying to keep the car straight as possible here. Mark Smith, though. 7/10 of a second, now 8/10 of a second is advantage. So Hagar not making up much ground on him. Adjusts his line a little bit that time. Goes a little bit lower at the exit of turn number 2. As Mark Smith gets her up in the cushion, he's going to lose a lot of time there. Derek Hagar not close enough to capitalize. We come to the halfway point, 20 in with 20 to go. It is Smith leading. Hagar in second. Hafertepe in third. Westbrook in fourth. Scott Boguski in fifth. Jordan Mallett in sixth. Shane Stewart in seventh. Ayrton Jennington in eighth. Up into ninth is Blake Hahn. The 16A of Justin Sanders running at your top 10. Hafertepe coming back after that second spot as we've got him tangled to the exit of turn number 2 as we go back to green. Derek Hagar with a good start. He's going to look to the inside of Mark Smith for the race lead. Dives it to the bottom line, exiting turn number 2. They're side by side to the back straightaway just about. Mark Smith's going to hold on to it. Mark Smith holding on to the race lead. Rolls her up to the cushion. Hagar down to the bottom for the race lead. Here comes Derek Hagar. Derek Hagar not able to get the run. The guy going to work back down to the bottom, exiting turn number 2. Mark Smith off of the cushion. They are within a car length of each other as they hit the back straightaway. It'll be Hagar around the bottom. Smith getting that right rear wound up on the cushion. He is able to hold on to it as we've got one up over the cushion. That was Dylan Westbrook. Westbrook brings it back under control. He loses a couple of spots in the process, though, as Smith by 4/10 of a second will lead. Hagar now going to go up and try the cushion through turns 3 and 4. Hafertepe running in that third spot. Scott Boguski up into fourth. Jordan Mallett back into fifth. Dylan Westbrook back to sixth. Shane Stewart in 7th. Justin Sanders fighting back in the 16A. He's going to roll back to the 8th spot. Jennington and Hahn now running at your top 10. As that'll be the battle on the racetrack right now. Hahn able to get by the 3 of Jennington. Move him back into the 9th position. Going after Justin Sanders now. Sanders trying to run down the 88X of Stewart. Stewart trying to reel in the 14 of Jordan Mallett. He has slipped back to the 6th spot. Dylan Westbrook back into the top 5. As Mark Smith continues to lead, but look at this 3-car battle between Shane Stewart, Justin Sanders, and Jordan Mallett. That'll be for 6th, 7th, and 8th right now. Shane Stewart's going to have the advantage on that one. He will work to the bottom side of the speedway. Malik can adjust his line down to the bottom now. He'll leave the high line open for Hahn. It'll be the Smiley's Racing Products number 52 up into the 8 spot now. Justin Sanders on the outside. He's going to roll around the 88X of Shane Stewart. Your leaders coming within view of the back of the field, though. 27 laps completed of 40. It is Mark Smith. 1.234 seconds over Derek Hagar. Sam Hafertepe Jr. a very distant third right now, nearly 2.5 seconds back from the 9 junior. As we'll get him tangled up over in turns 1 and 2 and right in front of your leaders. The caution light's going to come on again. 27 laps in the books. Keep your eye on Hagar. He'll try to time the start on Mark Smith as they work off of turn number 4 to the green. Smith going to go to the outside. Derek Hagar going to turn down to the bottom. Off of turn number 2, you might have a new leader. No, Derek Hagar is going to come up a half a car shy. Going to drive it in deep into turns 3 and 4. Right across the nose of the M1. Can he hold on to it? Mark Smith turns underneath him. No, Derek Hagar to the race lead. Derek Hagar up to the top spot. Here comes Sam Hafertepe Jr. A 3-car fight for the lead. Mark Smith on the outside. He's going to power right back by. He will take over the top spot. Derek Hagar coming back after him, though. He's going to say, no way, man. Mark Smith tries to turn it underneath him once again. Still not having it. 3 cars, 1 spot. Who's going to get it? Mark Smith now. He'll try the inside of Derek Hagar. Hagar's going to roll by him on the outside. Sam Hafertepe watching all of it, just waiting for his time to pounce. Mark Smith, he'll roll the bottom. Can't get in front of the 9 junior. Hagar's going to hold on to it. Derek Hagar holds on to the race lead. Oh, Blake Hahn into the wall and turns around over in turns 3 and 4. Jenitin in a Maxim and Tim Crawley in a Triple X chassis, your top 10 as we go back to green. Derek Hagar rolls away from the field. Mark Smith with company. Sam Hafertepe Jr. dives to his inside, slides it up across the racetrack. Smith coming back after him, retakes the spot in the brake clean number M1. Derek Hagar, though, nice and smooth off of the cushion. He rolls to the back straightaway. Behind him, the slide jobs cometh. It is the M1 of Mark Smith, the 15H of Sam Hafertepe. Hafertepe again rolls to the bottom, slides it up across the racetrack. Not able to get in front of Smith, though. Smith able to squeeze between him and the outside wall, as Smith will be comfortable in that second spot for the time being. Hafertepe in third, Boguski in fourth. Shane Stewart in 5th. Battle for 6th right now. Justin Sanders in the 14 of Jordan Mallett. Advantage to the 16A. Sanders down to the bottom in 3. Brings it wide at the exit of turn number 4. Mallett all the way around the hub of the racetrack. Going to close right back into the fire protection number 16. Into that mix as well as the 47X of Dylan Westbrook. Westbrook to the outside of the 14. Problems now for the 52 of Hahn. He will retire early from this one as he will take it down into the infield. Done. Derek Hagar leading 0.705 seconds over Mark Smith. Smith pedaling hard, trying to run him back down. Slower traffic could become an issue here in just a couple of laps if we stay under green flag conditions. Completing lap number 34. 6 to go in this one. It is Hagar, Smith, Hafertepe. Hafertepe bounced her off the cushion a little bit that time. The 28 of Scott Bogusi not close enough to capitalize. The 88X of Shane Stewart still your top 5 as we have 5 laps to go. Derek Hagar, 4 wins to his name this season. Hafertepe takes over second. Getting around the M1 of Mark Smith. Smith coming back after him. Rolls down to the bottom of 3. Off of turn number 4, it will be Hafertepe with the momentum. The Town Line Variety number 15H. He is on a mission. We are running out of time. He is starting to close. 1.301 seconds. Last time at the start-finish line. Hagar bottles her off of the cushion. That's going to give a couple of car lengths back to the 15. 0.874 seconds. Can Hagar hold on? Hafertepe with a run to the back straightaway. He's within just a few car lengths now. Into turns 3 and 4. Here comes the 15H. Here comes the slide for the lead. Hagar into the wall and Hafertepe to the top spot. Derek Hagar over the cushion into the wall. Hafertepe with 2 to go takes over the race lead. Hagar going to have to get back on the pedal if he wants to make something happen here to the back straightaway. But right now, Sam is starting to run away. They'll come around this time to the wave of the white flag and 1 to go. Hafertepe trying to claim his 3rd Hockett-McMillin Memorial title. Will work into turns 1 and 2. The battle for 3rd behind him, Mark Smith and Scott Boguski. But they'll work into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The checkered flag set to fly. Hafertepe into the cushion, but it doesn't matter. He wins $10,000 at the Hockett-McMillin Memorial. Derek Hagar in second as the red lights come on. A driver upside down after the leader had taken the checkered flag. That was Scott Boguski in the 28. He was battling for third with Mark Smith.